Welcome to Yoga for Arthritis, presented by the Arthritis Society. I'm Julia, your yoga instructor living with rheumatoid arthritis and the creator of the RA Yogi YouTube channel. In today's episode, I'll be guiding you through a seated and standing chair yoga class. What you'll need for this practice is a yoga mat, a sturdy chair, one yoga block like over here, a folded blanket for added comfort, and maybe even bring a water bottle with you to stay hydrated throughout your practice. Gather your props and we'll get started. We'll begin by centering in on the edge of our seats. Sit nice and tall. You can place your palms down or up in your lap. Close your eyes and begin to breathe naturally in and out through the nostrils. Connect to your breath. Now check in with yourself and notice how you feel today. Do you feel energized? Do you feel tired? Do you have any pain in a specific area of the body? Simply observe without any judgment, bringing awareness to our practice and throughout our day. Now that we've taken that little check-in, we can let it go with our next inhale and exhale. And we'll move to a breathing exercise called full yogic breath. Place your left hand on your abdomen and your right hand on your heart center. You can have your eyes open or closed. Inhale into the belly, the diaphragm, and the chest. Feel the expansion, and exhale from the chest, the diaphragm, and the belly, releasing all the air. Let's take a few rounds on our own, inhaling and exhaling. Remember, this breath is like a wave. As you inhale, the wave rises. And as you exhale, the wave falls. We'll take one more yogic breath together. Take a deep inhale in. Notice the sensations in the hands, and exhale, let it go. You can release your palms back in your lap, come back to your natural breath. Gently float open the eyes. And we'll be doing some warm-ups today, seated and standing. Please note that for this class, we will be doing a few transfers from sitting in our chair to standing up and then back down in our chair again. And the reason for this is simply to build endurance and to practice functional movements that we might do on a daily basis. So listen to your body, and we'll begin with seated sun salutations. Bring your palms forward into mountain with your arms by your sides. Ground into your feet. Your chin is parallel to the earth. Relax the shoulders. Feel your strong mountain, steady. Inhale and exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Listen to your body and how it feels. You don't have to come into a back bend. You can even send your arms in cactus if you'd like, or your hands on your heart. And from this lifted posture, we'll take a fold. Exhale, halfway fold or full fold. If you're taking halfway, you can send your forehead to your hands for one full breath, or send your arms all the way down. Relax the head. This is a great massage for the internal organs as we fold forward. Take your hands to your thighs, When you're ready to come back to center and peel the chest up, inhale and exhale. Send your right knee into your chest. Give yourself a little help, a little squeeze, modified lunge, and exhale back down. Inhale the left knee into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, and exhale back down. Send your hands to either side of your chair if that's available to you, on the edge of your seat. Your elbows are pointing behind you. Lift the heart, lift the gaze, cobra. Breathe in, breathe out. Gently come back to a nice tall seat. We'll move into downward facing dog as we hinge from our hips, lean forward, belly to spine, reach the arms up, taking any arm variation that you'd like. Inhale and exhale, pull belly to spine. And exhale, hands come back to heart. Reach the arms up. And exhale to float the arms back down by your side, completing one cycle of sun salutations. We'll do this one more time, and this time I'll guide you simply with the breath. You can follow along at your own pace. You can take a pause in mountain just for a moment to center yourself, to pause and breathe. When you're ready to get started, you can follow along. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Get yourself set up for cobra. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale the arms back into mountain. Finishing 2 cycles of our seated sun salutations. You can take a pause in mountain just for a moment to catch your breath. And when you're ready, we're going to stand up. So we're going to stand up and we're going to move our chair to the top of our mats. So take your time to get up, ground through the heels, press up, nice and slowly press into those legs and lift all the way back up. These foldable chairs are great to move around because they're nice and light. Make sure that you have 2 of the feet on your yoga mat so it's nice and steady and it's not moving around and you have space to move. We're going to come to the top of our yoga mats in mountain pose. So gently bend the knees. Notice what it feels like to be standing in this posture. You can place the palms facing forward or on your chair for balance. We'll move into standing sun salutations. Breathe in, mountain pose, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift the arms up, keep a micro bend in the knees. Only go as far as it's comfortable with the arms. You can always take cactus, hands to heart. As you exhale, we're going to send our hands to the seat of the chair carefully, making sure it's not moving. Coming into our forward fold, bend your knees as much as you'd like. Release the head. Exhale. Inhale, walk the hands up the chair and lift the heart. Inhale to step your left foot behind you. Your feet on 2 separate tracks. You have the option to keep the heel lifted, or you can keep it on the ground, depending on how it feels for your calf muscle. Bend into that front knee. So your knee is in line with your middle toe. This is our lunge. Inhale and exhale to bend both legs. Send it forward. We're going to switch sides. Same posture. Bend into your front knee. Decide what feels good in your body. Either keep the heel lifted or slowly down to the floor. Lunge. Breathe in and breathe out. Step forward. We're going to come into a modified cobra. You can keep your hands to your chair and lift the heart, or you can send your hands to your low back. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the heart, lift the gaze, and exhale back to center. Hands to the top of your chair, slowly walk back. The feet are walking back so your hips are right over your feet for downward facing dog on your chair. Bend your knees as much as you'd like. Inhale and exhale through the mouth for a nice release. When you're ready to come back out of this pose, take your time and walk your feet forward slowly all the way to the top of your chair. Lift the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale the arms overhead. And exhale to lower the arms back down for one cycle of standing sun salutations. We'll do the same thing again. This time I'm going to guide you with the breath and not with the names of the poses. You can follow along at your own pace. Inhale, exhale. 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 Inhale and exhale. Finishing our second round of sun salutations, back to mountain pose at the top of our yoga mats. Now that we're at the top of our yoga mats, we're going to take a moment here in mountain pose for a body scan. So staying where you are is perfectly fine. I'm going to come to the middle of the mat so I can face you all. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Close your eyes. Keep a micro bend in your knees as we scan the body without any judgment, simply noticing the sensations of our body and how we feel standing in this pose. Breathe naturally. Notice the toes, the feet and ankles. Notice the legs, the knees. Notice your hips and pelvis. Continue to scan the body as we move up to the belly. Is it tight or is it relaxed? Notice your lower back, your middle back, and upper back. Notice your shoulders and where they're placed. Notice your arms, your wrists, your hands and fingers. Notice any sensations in the hands and fingers. We'll scan up the body from the fingers all the way up to our necks. Notice the neck, the throat. Notice the head. Now I want you to notice the whole body, just for a moment. Breathe in and out. Now let go completely of your body scan. Come back to the sound of my voice. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can float open the eyes slowly. Come back into your bodies. You can wiggle the fingers and the toes. Take your time as we make our way down back to our seat to give our legs a little break. Come back to the edge of your seat. Just take a moment in mountain here if you'd like, a pause. You always want to listen to your body and take breaks. There have been many times where I've been in a yoga class myself as a student and I've just stopped completely what the class was doing to rest, and that's completely perfect. So listen to your body always and take time to rest when you need to. If you're continuing this practice, we'll send our hands to our knees for a very gentle movement of cat and cow. Inhale, lift the heart, arch the back, lift the gaze, and exhale to round the spine. Inhale and exhale. You can take a few rounds on your own for the next few moments, moving and breathing. And we'll take a few warrior poses. And I love warrior poses because they remind me that we are all warriors on and off of our yoga mat. Slowly take your right leg out to the side. Your foot should be right underneath your knee. Make sure this is comfortable for you. Inhale to lift the arms to shoulder height. You can keep your head center if that's more comfortable for your neck, or you have the choice to slowly turn your head to gaze towards your right fingertips. This is a seated variation of Warrior 2. Inhale, lift the torso. Exhale, lengthen through the arms. We're just going to hold this for a few breaths. We're building our endurance. We're building some strength in the body. Even though we're seated, we're still working. When you're ready, we'll flip the front palm, reach forward as far as you can, lengthen your spine, and on your exhale, we're going to reverse the warrior. It's a side bend, so keep your head in line with your spine. You don't have to go far. I have the opposite hand to my chair, but you can take it to your hip. Breathe in, exhale. We're going to send our right forearm to the inside of our inner thigh here for side angle pose. Reach the arm overhead if that's available to you. This is a nice side bend. Soften the shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. Stay in the pose as long as it feels good to you. When you're ready to come out of this pose, look down towards your yoga mat. Inhale back into Warrior 2. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to heel toe our foot back to meet the other and move into Warrior 3. Warrior 3, we'll extend our leg long with a micro bend in the knee. We're using our quadricep muscle as we lift it off the floor if that's available to us. Lifting the arms overhead in whichever way is comfortable for your shoulders. Breathe in, lift, and exhale, release. Bend the knee and set the foot back down, back into mountain for a break. Close your eyes and take a few mindful breaths, and we'll move into the next side for warriors. You always have the option to place your hands on your lap to rest your arms. When you're ready, you can float open your eyes and we'll move to the other side. Warrior 2, step your left leg out so your inner thighs are making the shape of an L if that's comfortable to you. Don't go too far if there's any pain. Inhale to lift the arms to shoulder height or a little bit lower, and then we'll slowly gaze over the left fingertips. Warrior 2. Inhale to lift your torso, reach through the arms, and we'll hold this pose for a few mindful breaths. Soften those shoulders, maybe bring a light smile to the face. When you're ready, flip the front palm, reach as far as you can, and then exhale, reverse warrior. Coming into our side bend, keep your head in line with your spine to protect your neck. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to float back, sending our left forearm to our inner thigh, reaching our right arm overhead, side angle pose. Always explore the pose. Make sure that it works for you. So if your arm is not comfortable, relax your arm by your side. Breathe. Good. Feel a nice stretch. You should feel a nice stretch in the side body. When you're ready to come out of the pose, you're going to look down towards your yoga mat, lift back up into Warrior 2, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, hands to heart. We'll heel toe the foot back to center. Take a little pause. Extend the left leg long for Warrior 3. This is our last warrior posture. Make sure you're activating your quad, keeping a micro bend. Lift the foot off the floor. Reach the arms up. Breathe in. And when you're ready, exhale, let go. You can come back to mountain. Take a few mindful breaths here just to relax. After taking a nice little pause here, seated, if you want to continue with the standing pose, we have one last standing pose in this episode to help with seated and standing. It's a balance pose. So take your time to stand up, press into your feet and your legs as we stand up nice and slow. And we're going to use our chair for support, sending it to the right side as we come into our balance posture. We're going to bring our weight into the right foot, make a little kickstand with our left foot if that feels good, sending the hips leveled, looking down, hand on our chair. This is tree pose. We can also take our foot up to our inner calf, or if we have the flexibility, our inner thigh. I'm just going to stay here today. Listen to your body. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abdominals. If you want to grow the branches of your tree, you can, lifting an arm up if that feels good. Look at a point in front of you that's non-moving for the next few breaths in this balance pose. Take your time. When you're ready to come out of the posture, you can slowly bend your knee forward and relax back down. You can walk out the legs, and we'll switch the chair to the other side. Facing one another, bring your weight into your left leg. So we're mirroring each other. You can make a little kickstand with your foot. Your knee is open to the side. Hips are leveled. Take the variation that you took on the opposite side for this one. And when you're ready to grow the branches of your tree, by all means, grow your branches. Focus on a point in front of you that's non-moving. Tree pose, keeping a light bend to that standing leg. When you're ready to come out of the posture, take your time. Slowly bend the knee forward, relax, back down. You can walk out the feet. We just completed our standing tree pose with the support of our chair. Now it's time for final relaxation. So we'll make our way down to a comfortable seat. You have the option to lie on your back if you'd like, but I'm going to come back down to a seat. So you can come to the back of your chair if you'd like. Support your back if you're seated in a chair. You can relax your feet, open up the legs. So take whichever variation feels most comfortable for you. Close your eyes, and we'll come to our natural breath. Surrender to this moment, the here and now. We'll close our practice here with a responsive peace chant of Om Shanti, Om Peace. Shanti is the Sanskrit word for peace that we use in yoga. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much for joining me and for joining so many of us from all around to practice yoga for arthritis. From my heart to yours, namaste.